Today I'm going to show you how to make this mini charcoal chimney starter out of a stainless steel utensil holder for under 10 bucks. Because sometimes in your barbecue life, a normal chimney starter is too big to light a handful of charcoal for your well planned out snake, or it just won't fit in your Weber GA or travel barbecue. By the end of this video, you'll know how to make a charcoal starter that's portable with the capacity to light a good pile of lumped charcoal or up to 26 briquettes for your barbecue. The bits and pieces you'll need are a stainless steel cutlery holder. I got mine for Kmart for $4. 2 M6 90mm hex screws, 4 M6 nuts, 2 M6 lock nuts, and 8 washers, even though I've only got 4 here. And of course you'll need a piece of wood for a handle. I can't take the credit for using a stainless steel utensil holder. That inspiration comes from Shuey's Barbecue. He's got 30 years of experience and an impressive barbecue tong game. I've just added this handle to make it safer for the rest of us. For this build, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our strainer, find the seam, because that's where we're going to line up for our handle. Grab your bolt, give it a washer, and then poke it through one side of that seam. Then another washer, chuck that on, and let's then screw down our first nut. Tighten that off. Next, we're going to do the same at the bottom end. Now, just when you buy these bolts, make sure they do actually fit through. So again, at the bottom end, take your bolt, washer, now on the same size and same seam, poke that through, washer, and again, a nut. Tighten that off. So we've got struts, or the arms for our handles on, ready to go. Now we're going to measure out our handle. Now to do this, I'm going to actually flip it upside down, grab my piece of wood, and then we'll get this. Let's just mark off the height of those handles. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I want it to be flush at the top, but I'm going to cut about 1 centimetre off the bottom of that once I'm done. So I've marked those points there. Let's just centre them up, and then we'll get ready to drill a couple of holes in there. We've got our holes drilled for our handle there, and look at that, they fit well. So what we're going to do is just measure up how tall that is, and then take about 1/2 centimetre, or maybe 1 centimetre off. Now that we've sanded and shaped our handle, coming up next we're going to stain it and then complete the assembly. And make sure you stick around after that, because I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to light this mini charcoal starter. Alright, to jazz up the handle, I'm just going to stain it with some Cabot's Furniture stain and varnish, a couple of coats of that, and let it dry. And while that paint dries, there's plenty of time to like and subscribe to our channel. So we've sanded and painted our handle. Now it's time to assemble the last parts and put the handle onto our chimney starter. Grab our nut, and we're going to screw that down a bit. Put our nut on the other side. I'm going to wind these down about 1 inch. Okay, put on our washers on each side. Then we'll grab our handle and we'll just slot that on, just making sure that we're putting it on the right way that we've measured it. Now on this side we're actually going to use the lock nut. Now the lock nut will just sit that and hold that firmly in place. So again, another washer on each of those. Let's put our lock nuts on there. Get both of them on. And I'm just going to wind them down just until they sit flush. Then we're going to grab these second ones here, just tighten those up. And there you have it. That's our mini chimney starter all completed and ready to go. I think now we just need to light some charcoal and start our barbecue and see how it goes. The charcoal starter has a lot of holes, but there's not a huge gap underneath for the airflow, so make sure you're elevated on the charcoal grates to light it. Place a small amount of charcoal in the bottom and leave room for the airflow, and then add your fire lighter and light it. If you fill it with too much charcoal at this stage, it'll just choke off the fire and the flames, and it'll smoke it up. It's better to get it going a little first and then add your charcoal until you've put it all in. After about 20 minutes, it'll start to get red hot in those coals. Now, the handle's quite cool to touch on the outside, but warming up in the middle. I definitely use gloves when I'm handling charcoal, and particularly pouring it out. But look at that go. All that's left to do is set up your barbecue with the rest of your accessories and get that chimney ready to pour those coals out. And look at that. The handle makes it so easy to pour them out first go, nice and safe as well. I think this is a great barbecue hack for under $10. For more value barbecue gear hacks, watch this video next for 6 items that we've put together for under $10.